Well, my friends, welcome to what is a pretty insane video for you guys here on the channel. The gameplay you guys are going to be watching in the background is going to be gameplay that was pretty insane. I got to tell you guys a story that goes along with it of the Elder Sigil Dark Aether Zone. So I'm going to explain first at the very beginning of this video how that works. So if you do enjoy this portion, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more and all that good stuff. But I also want to tell you guys a story quickly afterwards, which is pretty insane. So basically the way that this is going to work is if you want to go into the Dark Aether, I made a whole other video on that. I'll link it down in the description below. Once you're in the Dark Aether, you basically have 30 minutes to complete 3 bounties that just kind of scatter across the map. When you first spawn in, there's 3 blue teddy bears in an archway. They kind of go around the map. You got to listen for their laugh and you got to look for them. And when you find them, you can activate these contracts. And these contracts could be different things like escort missions and all these different things like that, right? And the PND and whatever. So you're going to have to do those. When you do those, you have a chance to get the brand new of the 3 new schematics, right? Which is the Aether knife, the gold plate, and the dog bone. Now, the thing about this is that you can actually also get these other things called Elder Sigils. So to get a normal sigil, once you've completed the whole kind of Easter egg thing, which again, I'll link down in the description below, you're going to be able to go ahead and do tier 3 zone contracts, and they give you a chance to get a sigil, and then the sigil will bring you into the Dark Aether Zone. But when you're in the Dark Aether Zone, the normal one, so the one that has 30 minutes on the clock, and you complete these bounties, you have a chance, or sorry, not bounties, contracts. I keep calling them bounties, but they're contracts. They're all kinds of contracts. When you do them, you have a chance to get an Elder Sigil. So an Elder Sigil, you're actually going to be placing on the back. So the back left of the big, gigantic, triangular kind of archway. You're going to be placing it on the back of that in order to access the Elder Sigil version, which basically is a hardcore version of the Dark Aether. Everything's a little bit harder and more insane. And you only got 15 minutes on the clock instead of 30, which is very, very intense, to say the very least. There was 5 of us, randoms, by the way, which again, I want to tell you the story really quick if I can, if I have time at the end of this portion of this video. But there was basically 5 of us, and most of us, I think we all had 3 plate vests. I had only sadly a Pack-a-Punch 2 golden weapon. It wasn't the greatest golden weapon. It was like the KV inhibitor or whatever. It wasn't really doing much damage whatsoever, but I had a bunch of other stuff. Thankfully, I had a turret mod. You're going to want those circuit turrets or turret circuits, whatever they're called. You're going to want stuff like that. You want to be as stacked as you possibly can, right? You're going to want to have some score streaks. You're going to want to have some obviously a level 3 vest. You're going to want to be Pack-a-Punch 3 gold weapon preferred, and hopefully a good gold weapon at that, which again, if you don't know how to get set up completely, I'll try to remember to link another video down in the description below, which kind of explains how to get set up for the tier 3 zone, but it's the same thing for this. I made that other video before the DLC, before the season 1 content dropped. Now, moving on from that, basically what we're going to be doing here, furthermore, is what we're going to want to do is obviously have self-res, right? That's going to be very important. Healing aura is crucial. Almost everyone in the squad was running it. And that's going to be crucial because if you go down, you can just pop it and it's going to revive anybody who is nearby. So you're going to want to do that as well. And like I said, you just want to be as equipped as possible and try to get a bunch of randoms to join your squad. You could probably pull this off three players, but it's going to be very, very difficult. Again, we were 5 people, and thankfully 5 people that knew what they were doing, well, except me. Well, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't have the best gear. But yeah, keep that in mind. That's kind of how you're going to want to get set up. Now, in terms of finding these contracts, you're going to want to try to get split up and try to find the contracts as fast as possible. Maybe if you have 5 or 6 people in a squad, you can have, I think, max up to 6. Then you can get split off into pairs of 2 to find them. And then whoever finds a contract, then you go ahead and you all do the contract together and so on and so forth, because you want to get these done as fast as possible. The other thing is finding the exit. I believe that the exit kind of changes locations, but the one that we had was on the very top of a roof. It might always be there. I think I heard that it does change locations, possibly, but I'm not 100% sure. It might always be on this roof, so you can check the roof. Again, I'm going to be playing the entire gameplay for you guys up on screen. Even if, you know, if I run out of commentary to give you guys, I'll just leave the rest up on screen so you can see the entirety of how it works, and so you can understand how we kind of went through it and how we did it. I had a lot of stuff on me personally. I had those I forget what they're called, but those purple like kind of vortex sort of things. So I had those that I was throwing down. I had the monkey bombs that I was throwing down. Other people had monkey bombs as well. Like I said, we had circuits for those turrets that you can activate. You go up to the turrets and you hold the interact button. You pop one of those circuits in and it activates the turret, which are super powerful. So those are super useful to have. I highly recommend having those. A couple of people actually had those dog bones, which is one of the schematics you can get, but you can also just get a normal one of these items. The dog bone basically spawns level 3 Hellhound, and so there was like 2 or 3 of them, and then after the first contract, you actually guys will see that I ended up having basically I got the item of that. I also got the schematic, but I got an item, so I also spawned my own level 3 Hellhound. So we had like 3 or 4 level 3 Hellhounds running around. That was really helping us out as well. And there's different things like that that was just, you know, greatly helpful. So you're also going to find Elder sigils in these as well. You're getting like the best of the best of the best of the best possible loot in this, right? So again, I got like a refined Ethereum crystal, not a schematic, just the crystal as well. From the first contract that we did, I actually got 2 of the schematics. By the time we were done all 3, I think after the second one I had all 3 schematics, but I mean, it's almost a guarantee that if you do all of the contracts, that you're going to have all 3 schematics coming out of this. The tricky part is getting them done. You might, like I said, you might get lucky and get all 3 in the first one, or even like in the first 2. Like I did. Like I said, I got 2 in the first one. I think I got the third one in the second one. And again, keep in mind that you're going to get also some of the items, and you also get the cases, right? So you can get like an Aether blade case, or for example, or a dog bone kind of case, like the actual item that you can pop and you can use right away. So like I said, I had a dog bone. I used it right away. Different things like that, right? If you don't know what these schematics do, by the way, basically the Aether blade case, it spawns, it's like a throwing knife. It's basically like the Hell's Retriever from Mob of the Dead, if you guys ever played Mob of the Dead. It's like this really powerful knife, and it's sort of like, it has like a boomerang effect. It kind of goes through a bunch of zombies that are in the nearby kind of, you know, area, and then it returns back to you. The dog bone, like I already explained, spawns level 3 Hellhound, and then the golden armor plate basically replenishes your plates every 4 seconds. It gives you a plate. So you constantly have plates. You will never ever run out of plates using this thing. It's just absolutely super OP, which is just incredible. So that's kind of the gist of it. And then, like I said, you just got to find your way out. Again, you're kind of pressed for time. You do not want to waste time in here. You want to get to it as soon as you get in here. And if you do that, you should be good to go. Like I said, healing aura is the thing that I would recommend the most. Make sure you have a 3-plate vest, self revives, monkey bombs if you can, you know, any kind of streaks that, you know, might be helpful. Different things like that are greatly beneficial. Obviously, you want to, like I said, level 3 pack-punched weapon. I only brought 1 weapon in with me. Typically, I would recommend not having a secondary weapon so you can pull your fists out and run faster. That is the greatly beneficial method to do. And yeah, that's just pretty much it. Now, I do want to give you guys a quick little story about how this played out, because this might be something that'll still help you in order to kind of get as many people in here as possible. Because what happened to me is I went into a game, I wasn't expecting to do anything. I spawned into a game with actually a character that had like nothing, no rucksack, no vest, nothing. Like I had nothing, because the whole point of me spawning in was to go get stuff for like my secondary character, because I had lost my stuff earlier on in a different game. And so when I spawned in, one of the guys dropped into the chat and was like, hey, we're going to be doing the Dark Aether Elder Sigil at the very end of the game if anyone wants to join in. I was like, oh shoot. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm down. Just let me like try to get set up. So I spent the entire game rushing as fast as I could solo, trying to get set up, trying to get a rucksack, trying to get a level 3 plate vest, which I only got a level 2, but these guys actually dropped me some essence so I can go buy a level 3 vest once I joined their squad. And it was like kind of like a last minute thing. I was trying to get, you know, obviously my self-res, different things like that, trying to get my guns up. I was trying to make sure I had enough money to go buy a gold weapon from the wall buy in a tier 3 zone, make sure I had enough money to pack punch it. Sadly not up to level 3, but I still got it up to to level 2, which again was a struggle. I would not recommend going in here with level 2. Make sure you guys have level 3. And that was pretty much that. And then with like maybe like 5 minutes on the clock, they were like, all right, let's all meet up at the spot at the portal. And so that was that. We went there. We kind of, you know, you hold up on the D-pad if you're on a controller to invite or request to join someone's squad. And that was that. You know, we had a bunch of people to join the squad. We had about 5 people total, and we jumped in there, all had mics, and we just nailed it. We just knocked it out of the park. I feel like I didn't do a whole lot. I got a couple reses. I threw some monkey bombs. I popped in a turret, a circuit in that turret. So I guess I did contribute to some extent, but you know, my weapon, like I said, wasn't the greatest. But that's how it basically goes down, my friends. Hopefully this video, guys, helps you guys out. Hopefully you also enjoyed that little kind of story at the end there too. Like I said, people are just looking to do this, so just don't hesitate. Jump into the chat. There's a text chat you can jump into. You hold down on the touchpad. If you're on PlayStation, it would be like the left middle button. I forget what it's called on the Xbox controller, and whatever it is on PC, I don't know. Well, it's probably just like hit enter or something. So yeah, just type in the chat, be like, hey, anybody want to do this? If you do have an Elder Sigil, or if, you know, maybe keep an eye out, maybe other people, you know, want to do it. Like I said, if you get an Elder Sigil, then just don't hesitate to try to, you know, get people to join your squad in the middle of the game. And you could also use the comment section below or our Discord, which is in the description below, if you want to try to find people to link up with as well. Feel free to do that. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully this video helps you guys out. Whatever gameplay remains, I'm going to leave it up on screen so you guys can take a look at it and kind of enjoy it and see how we kind of went about doing this. So maybe that'll help you out further. Either way, if this video in any way helped you guys out, or if you enjoyed it, like would definitely be super appreciated. If you don't like it, it's completely fine. Let me know why though, so I can improve the content in the future. But leaving a like really helps out the channel, really helps out the video, tells YouTube you guys enjoy the content, so they show it to more people and all that good stuff. And then more people can be helped out in, you know, getting this done, because it is pretty hectic. It is pretty intense. It is pretty brutal, and you're gonna want to know what you're doing. So I hope I could give you a few tips and tricks in this video to help you guys out along your way. But anyways, thanks for watching. Enjoy whatever gameplay is left up on screen, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon in another one. Tell them, my friends, game on. And thanks for watching.
You will take it when you
Hey you! What are you doing? Join the skeleton army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow might never come. The earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the skeleton army. Plus, we do kinda like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.